Hello and welcome to the end of our first weekend out in our rig. Today we're going to talk about the 3 highs and the 3 lows. So Connor's going to start us off.
So 3 lows, pretty minor lows, but there's a bit of a decline when we were at our campsite. So the parking was a little tough. Just if you're not familiar, backing up a trailer, it takes a little practice, and then getting the camper level. We did the best we could, but we're still at a little bit of a decline. It's not too bad, but you'll see like the water in the sink doesn't drain great. You know, it'll pool a little bit at the back corner, and then your feet are a little lower than your head while you're sleeping. It's not too bad, but just sort of a minor
It's
thing.
manageable. Yeah.
And then we also had the wheel locks were another small issue. We're not using wheel chocks. We're using it's a wheel system that goes in between the wheels.
Yep. So we'll show you that right now.
So you'll probably see a lot of campers, most trailers and stuff, they'll see wheel chocks. They're actually little blocks that go under the wheels and prevent them from rolling backwards. What these are, I saw these on Amazon and they've got super high reviews, and it makes a lot of sense. So actually it expands here and it separates the wheels, and there's a little bit of a ridge in these, and they prevent the wheels from spinning. So you can use them on like icy environments and whatnot, or if it's wet. You can see some issues where normal standard wheel chocks could have some issues sliding, and these sort of eliminate that issue and really lock those wheels from moving completely. There was one minor thing. These are some cheapos off Amazon. They're like $50, but they weren't cast right, and there's some sharp pieces on here. So I actually cut myself when I put these on. Since then I've taken a little pliers and sort of filed it down, but just a minor thing. And then our last low point was the water running out. So the campsite we're at is electric only. There are water spigots around the campsite. We don't have one directly here, so I only bought a 15-foot hose, and we had to drive around to a couple different spigots to find one that would was within the 15-foot distance.
Fine.
To fill it up.
We drove for an extra half hour. We saw the campground until we could find a spigot close enough to the road for us to reach. It's fine.
And then the water, so we have a 48-gallon tank, and we've been pretty conserving it, you know, doing quick shower.
Yeah, we've each only taken one shower. We've only
each.
washed we've cooked twice, so we've washed dishes,
like
filling the sink up, washing them, and then letting it drain. And yet somehow we're still running out of water.
And I don't know about you, but I've been doing like a military style shower. You turn the water on, lather up, turn it off, turn it back on to rinse.
I'm probably the guilty culprit for using up the warm water.
Yeah. So
needless to say, we took showers in the campgrounds today, which was also totally fine. So
yeah, so the water meter on our tanks it measures by full, and let's say 2/3, 1/3, and then empty. So right now we're at 1/3. I don't know, I think we could probably go about 3 days, 2 to 3 days max, until it empties out. And then we'll probably have to empty the gray tank. So just something to consider. This is only a 2-day trip, so that's fine. We have access to a camp bathroom here with the showers and whatnot, so that's very easy. But it's something, I thought the water tank would have lasted us maybe 4 or 5 days, but I guess not.
well, anyways, with the lows, it was minor. So we'll talk about our highs. We've had such a nice first trip. Our small rig really is suited with all of our comforts from home. We have an amazing TV setup connected to our radio, which actually low-key has a DVD player in it. So we're in a campground with absolute zero service. We're totally off grid right now, and we are popping bottles to celebrate our last night camping. But so we've been able to watch DVDs and listen to the radio a little bit when we're able to get stations with our antenna. But aside from that, we've really been off grid. Another high is we've taken a beautiful hike today. We saw an awesome old out of use fires.
It's a fire tower.
A fire
This is
tower,
probably
which was pretty cool.
50 feet
It was
in the
like
air, abandoned fire tower for spotting fires.
7-ish mile hike round trip. The dogs loved it. Absolutely tired them right out. I was tired. It was great. We ended with finding the beach location here. The weather was beautiful today, so we were able to go in the water a little bit. The dogs swam their little hearts out. And then honestly, all of the features in our RV have worked fine. So this was a used RV. We weren't really sure how things were going to go the first time we used it, but nothing really went wrong as far as we could tell. So
Yeah.
it was a really, really great first weekend.
Yeah, it was great. So, I mean, it is a 2015 RV, and we bought it from a used RV dealer, and everything has worked great. So, really happy about that.
So thank you for watching, and cheers.
I hear the dogs getting into some
Yeah,
food
the dogs
inside.
need to
So
come
do
out.
I.
Yeah. He's making content.